Hey, what's up YouTube? This is just a short little video on how to fix a clogged washer nozzle. Look at that, it's just dribbling. Let's get a close-up shot of that. So under the hood here right away you can see that there is water dripping out. So it looks like there is a leak from inside underneath the hood. So we're going to try and get a closer look by taking some of this panel off. Alright, so we are going to grab ourselves a set of pliers and just to pull these little fasteners out here. You might have to pull this one, but definitely this one to get a look. So this is what they look like if we can just focus on that. You can see it has a bunch of different stops on it to keep itself stuck up in the hood. So with that out, let's see if we can get some access to it. Alright, so it looks like we might just need to pull this one out as well. Now with those two removed, oh wow. So in order to get a closer look, I'm actually going to disconnect the hose from this part. You can do that just by getting here. You can get a flathead screwdriver in between right here. So disconnecting it from here by again getting that screwdriver in there allowed me to bring this hose down so that I could take a closer look. And it looks like what actually happened was that it sheared right off. That piece might actually need to be replaced. We're gonna have to look at a part number to see what the deal is with that. So the good news is that this part just pops off like that. So it is easily replaceable. Just put the new part in here, but the question is, how much of this is a part, since it looks like it broke here? Well, we have to replace the whole washer nozzle up top, so let's take a closer look at that. So the good news is that it is fairly easy to remove the nozzle from inside. There are two tabs, one in the front here and one in the back, and what you want to do is just squeeze in on them in order to get this to pop up and out. Alright, here I just wanted to show you the old broken washer nozzle here on the left versus the new one that I picked up here from the dealer. You see the list price for it is $23.60 and I got it for $17 plus tax. You can see here the part number that you'll need to use in order to order it, and it's just one. So you can see the old one snapped right here, and one of the tabs here that lock it underneath the hood also broke it when I was removing it. So if you think you can salvage your old one by epoxying this on the outside, just be very careful with these tabs as you're pulling it out, as to not break them like I did. Fluid goes right to your windshield at a consistent flow rate based off of that spring. So if you're going to use this again, epoxy this back onto there, make sure you reinstall this piece the correct way. If it fell out while you were removing it, it needs to go, all right, this is the top, And then what you do is you put the spring, sit the spring inside there, and put that right in there with the plunger. It's a little easier if I had two hands, but that's how it's supposed to sit. And the fluid comes up, pushes right on there. If you were gonna try to salvage this old one, I highly recommend that you do not put your epoxy on the inside of this, because you do run the risk of gluing it to this actual little plunger here. Alright, so this is the easy part right here. You're going to want to put your new nozzle in, making sure that the holes, little squirter holes, are facing your windshield. Alright, so this should be a pretty easy step here. You also want to make sure that you have the little rubber piece at the top here. It looks like it comes installed from the factory, so just make sure your new one has that. And then pop that right in and push it down. It should snap right into place. Pretty solid, not going anywhere. When you come under here, now I can show you that I'm connecting the washer fluid line to the end of the washer fluid nozzle right there. And we're just going to slip that on. Doesn't require much force to get that in place. And now we're going to check it, make sure it works before we close everything up. Alright, with our key in the on position, we're going to go ahead and pull on the washer fluid lever and see if it squirts like normal. And it does. Super awesome. We fixed a little problem we had on the Jeep, and hopefully this helped you out. If it did, feel free to thumbs up this video and feel free to subscribe so I know to make more videos like this. And the rest of the video is just going to be me putting everything back together. Thanks for watching.